I bet with Interbet only. They're a fantastic site. I've never had any issues with them. They are very professional. There's never a problem. You deposit money, 2 seconds later it's in your account. You withdraw, which I do very occasionally, and I believe it's also 2 seconds it's in your account.
Welcome back for race number 3, which is due off at 13:40. This will be the time that you need to get your pick six bets a rocking and a rolling, and hopefully at the end of the meeting you'll be standing in the winner's enclosure with the winning pick six ticket. 1400 meters the distance as we bring up the slide. Early timer recording, number 2 Crazy Blues is a scratching. I believe number 2 Crazy Blues is out. Let's just have a double look. Number 2 Crazy Blues is the early scratching at this time of recording. So come race time and race day, as the show is pre-recorded the day before, take note of all the major changes, any significant support for runners on the meeting. The third race sees number 9 Princess Joe 33-10, 4 Lunar Eclipse 4-1. Then we have number 3 Lady Macbeth at 9-2. 5-1 Mvulazana and Kingsmead's Crystal. Just touching on Mvulazana and Kingsmead's Crystal, they're both the same price. However, Mvulazana is some 9.5 kgs better off with Kingsmead's Crystal for about a 1.25 length beating. So if you're looking at the betting, number 1 Mvulazana should definitely turn the tables around at the weights. Sticking with number 1 Mvulazana, a horse that I do give a healthy chance of getting back into the winner's enclosure. Slight concern is both victories have been recorded on the turf. Polyform, 5 runs for 2 fourth positions. Wendy Whitehead, I think the 1400's Ideal has got a victory over the distance. Best of the draw. Got to be given every possible chance, but when it comes down to the poly, has yet to seal the deal. So number 1 Mvulazana, 1 or 2 slight question marks. However, if you're looking at a horse like Kingsmead's Crystal, number 1 Mvulazana has this one stone cold at the weights. Number 3 Lady Macbeth, with the scratching of number 2 Crazy Blues, although number 3 Gate number 2 has the highest number of victories. So keep a close eye on Lady Macbeth. Although she's number 3, she'll jump one off the inside at this stage. And if you're a stats person, Lady Macbeth is a horse that you're going to have to throw into all the equations. When you look at the field, there's a little bit of pace in the race. A horse like Lady Macbeth can be up near the speed or can come from way off the speed. You've got number 4 Lunar Eclipse, who's probably going to go to the head of affairs. This is a horse who has absolutely thrived in KwaZulu-Natal. The Michael Roberts team with Rachel Venica, they've done so much behind the scenes work and on the race day, and it's paid dividends. All 5 of her wins have come in KwaZulu-Natal on the poly track. So number 4 Lunar Eclipse, this is the horse they're going to have to set their sights on, and I believe could just be the horse that number 2 Crazy Blues has to beat. 15 runs for 5 wins in a second, and all those victories and places have been recorded on the poly surface. So this is her favorite hunting ground, and I think number 4 Lunar Eclipse could go all the way. Of the rest of the field, if you're looking for a bit of a roughie at 16-1, number 5 Ride the Lightning. Ignore the last few runs: Coughing, Hurt, Restless, Reared, Short. So everything that could go wrong with number 5, Ride the Lightning, has gone wrong. Looking at the comments, I think this is a horse who's going to load probably last or second to last, and hopefully they can catch this one on the right wave, because if Ride the Lightning decides to run, 16-1 is a big price. Number 8, Family Favourite's a horse that you need to include. I was quite surprised when they pushed her up in the penultimate run from a 66 to a 71. I said last time out, go against her. She was favourite early on, and I said at the weights, it's going to be very difficult for her to win, and that proved the case. The handicapper only dropped her 1 point for running 7th, 5 lengths behind Bay Breeze, so keep an eye on number 8, Family Favourite. Number 9, Princess Joe. Now, let's see how Sky Cafe runs earlier on, because Sky Cafe came cruising up at the 300, but Princess Joe would have tightened up significantly. When you look at the form of the runners, they are all exposed, barring number 9, Princess Joe, who's got a lot of improvement to come. However, when you look at the weights of the race, it's not going to be cut and dried for number 9, Princess Joe. Kingsmead's Crystal won a very good race last time out, but number 1, Mvulazana, has this one stone cold at the weights. So at the end of the day, race number 3 over 1,400 meters, not cut and dried. Narrowing it down, number 3, Lady Macbeth, number 4, Lunar Eclipse, number 1, Mvulazana. But if you're looking for the big roughie in the race, number 5, Rob the Lightning, might just strike.
My name's Danny Diliberto, founder of Ladles of Love. It was founded back in 2014. Communities we work with are all over the peninsula, and we're working with 138 beneficiaries now. We've grown exponentially. We've been able to do that because of all the kindness that we have experienced from individuals and corporates such as Interbet, who just want to be part of the change.